Episode 17 begins seconds after the crew returns from 1945, unaware that damaging the old shed changed the present. Outside their new home, the entire neighborhood is packing bags, loading ships, and sprinting toward evacuation stations. Wow, everybody picked the same moving day. Maybe Mars has cheaper rent. Then we should raise our rent before they leave. Kevin stops moving. A low vibration travels through the ground beneath him. Pew. You feel like something is wrong? Pew. The property is merely settling into profitability. Kevin tries to prove it. A cup of water shakes without anybody touching it. The water is nervous. That is not evidence. Pew. A compass spins in circles. Every bird flies in the same direction. A crack opens beneath the boss's new office sign. The sign was poorly motivated. Pew. Okay, that is slightly more evidence. They walk into town. Giant signs read Mars evacuation. Final launches today. That is a very specific advertisement. Cover it with our hiring flyer. Why is everybody wearing emergency suits? All remaining residents must board immediately. The overworld core is destabilizing. Did they say the overworld is destabilizing? Probably a marketing strategy. This is not a marketing strategy. The time machine suddenly prints a red warning receipt. Timeline altered. Historic shed damage detected. Containment facility was never completed. Overworld core failure imminent. We broke the shed. And the shed was supposed to become a containment facility. That information should have been in the property listing. Pew. The sky flashes red. Cracks race across the streets while evacuation ships launch toward Mars. Everybody back to the time machine. What about the office? The office is currently splitting in half. Temporary closure. They reach the bunker, but the time machine is smoking and covered in warning lights. Temporal travel disabled during planetary explosion. That is a very inconvenient safety feature. Pew. Yes, Kevin, you were right. A massive shockwave throws the crew above the overworld as the evacuation fleet escapes ahead of them. I did not approve this flight. Nobody panic. We can file a complaint after landing. There may not be a place to land. Pew. The overworld bursts apart behind them in a huge, non-graphic explosion of light, rock, and atmosphere. The whole world just exploded. Why are we still alive? Because none of us are human. That feels like information we should have discussed earlier. Pew. The crew drifts through space with no ship, no steering, and no idea where their current trajectory leads. My tie is not moving. I dislike space. My clipboard has become a satellite. Kevin, where is everybody else going? Pew. Kevin points toward a long line of evacuation ships heading for Mars. Then Mars is our destination. We are moving offices again. At least this move includes zero furniture. We redirect ourselves with quad aura. Using aura as a rocket violates several policies. You wrote those policies yesterday. Pew. Everyone point toward Mars. 1, 2, 3. Quad aura. Their synchronized aura erupts like a rocket engine. Unfortunately, it sends them spinning sideways. Mars is moving in circles. We are the ones moving in circles. Use my clipboard as a rudder. Use my tie as a direction flag. Kevin, stabilize the center. Everybody lean right. Pew. The crew slowly stops spinning and bends their trajectory toward the evacuation fleet. A field of debris crosses their path. Small corrections only. Do not restart the entire song. Quadora. That was the entire song. The blast launches them safely over the debris and past 3 confused evacuation ships. Unidentified flying people, state your vessel. We do not have one. State your propulsion system. Loud friendship. And management. Just follow the fleet. Mars grows larger ahead of them. The evacuation ships descend toward a newly built refugee city. Prepare to slow down. How? Reverse the aura. Reverse Quadora. The energy fires in front of them, slowing the crew just enough to enter the Martian atmosphere. We are still moving very fast. Brace for an efficient landing. They crash into a soft hill of red dust beside the evacuation city, leaving a 4-person outline in the ground. Everybody alive? You. My pedestal is gone again. We will build a Martian one. Welcome, overworld refugees. Proceed to temporary housing. So everybody knew the world was going to explode except us. You. Yes, except Kevin. His warning lacked supporting documentation. You. A smoking piece of the time machine lands beside them and prints one final message. Timeline damage unresolved. Additional changes detected on Mars. What did the shed change on Mars? Maybe Mars also has a shed. Then we should buy it before prices increase. Episode 17 ends with the crew stranded on Mars and the altered timeline still getting worse.